All right, y'all. I am back, and it is nighttime out there. Let me see if I turn this off. Can you see it better? You might can see it a little bit better. Last night was so interesting. The same fox that I fed at the Grand Hotel was the same fox that I fed last night here at this hotel. Oh, well, this inn. And I threw out a whole bunch of chicken, a rotisserie chicken. And the foxes bury their food under the sand and cover it to come back to later. And I just watched this fox just do its thing. I don't know if it's a girl or a male, male or female, and that fox looked me right in the eye and was just as comfortable. And I was like, it's good to see you again. So then I fed the birds and other people fed the birds and it was nice. I got caught by hotel management or just someone walking the grounds, but he was really nice. And I was like, okay, no problem. And that's just bird bread I'll take home. You know, maybe I might sneak and do it again tomorrow if the birds are really out. But I mean, I didn't fed them 3 loaves of bread. You know what I mean? So anyway, let's look on down here because I told y'all I would probably do a journaling thing. These are some items I got at the Dollar Tree in Ocean City. This is my favorite, this dragon fruit. It smells so good. I can't describe what it I would say a strawberry something. I just love this smell. And this is what we've been doing in the morning. When we get up, Gary leads us in a devotion. And I got this little thing. This is, how I like to decorate my hotel room. I got to make it look, something like home. And you guys are already familiar with that. You remember Snoopy. But I'll take you around. I hung that on the door. Bless this home. And we did pray over our room after we came in. And over there is just my burner, incense, not incense, the liquid fragrance that you pour inside the burner because you're not allowed to have candles. And then there's another little, let me zoom in, see if I can zoom in. And there's another little, what do you call it? Another little mushroom house. So cute. All right, let me take you on back around. And let's zoom back out. All right. So tonight, this is my first time journaling since I've been here, which is really odd. But this is what I carry with me. This is my travel journals. And this one is my journal. Just anything, right? Anything in there. And I showed you this, guys. Well, this was 2020, 2021, and all of this from 2022, 24, and I gave it the ocean theme. And those of you who were with me for a while, you've seen my previous videos. When I'm in OC, I have this, and those flowers right here. I love those. They came from the Dollar Tree. I was going to film when I was in the Dollar Tree, but there was really nothing worth filming. And after we went to the Dollar Tree, we went to Walmart and picked up some things. So it was just, some few things that we needed to pick up. So here is just an extra Dollar Tree journal that I decorated like 4 years ago, or 3 years ago. And here is this is a different journal. This one is one I used. I got this from Ollie's. Those of you who've been with me might remember. But this here is more like my Bible study stuff. Love this life. So I have here Planner Perfect, Joyful, Every Day, and I have some little nippets and decor. And this is just a journal that let me see, it says in the beginning was the word. Okay, so this is more of inspirational quotes, but this is all like Bible related. And this is like prayers and, just stuff that is, just me expressing myself. This is just, over all things, the glory will be a canopy. And then that Isaiah 4, I don't know. And then made these, but I didn't do this year. It might have been, yeah, this was last year. This is last year's stuff. And this book is just dedicated to, oh, it's so cute, to cats. God is my salvation. I will trust and not be afraid. Isaiah 12. So this is really cute. So we'll flip through this. In the beginning was the Word. Serve the Lord with joy and gladness. And all of these stickers, by the way, is a combination. Like this came from AliExpress. It was like a fall book with a bunch of sunflowers in it. And then this is from Live Love Posh. And the cats, I cannot remember where I got these cats from. I got them from probably AliExpress. And those birds, they came from a sticker book from AliExpress. I haven't seen it there in a while. And all of these are from Live Love Posh. So these are just like scriptures that I wrote. Oh, I love how I did that. These here came from AliExpress, and they were like, I think individuals, or either they came on sheets. And I just put in cherry blossom flowers, and I just went ahead and did this. I love how that turned out. But I never finished the book. As you can see, the pages aren't inked, and there's no, and so I just decided this would be an Ocean City prayer journal or scripture writing or whatever. And then this one here is is also from Planner Perfect, and it is an Ocean City, Maryland. I made that myself, and the art of long suffering in Christ Jesus. And all of the artwork and the stickers that are in here came from Black Mountain Faith, or Black Mountain Plans, Black Mountain Faith, when she used to do these types of kits. And I got all of these things down here. This was probably Fruit of the Spirit. She does not do the faith kits anymore. Her whole system is revamped. This came from Happy Planner, and these candles came from Amazon. And guys, that came from Happy Planner. I love the bows. And, this is just anything goes with these. These are just books that I just made, for, she looked like how very for a second there. All right, so yeah, I don't know where those girls came from. That might have came from someplace. I'm not sure where they came from, but she is so gorgeous. But I don't remember where they came from. Probably AliExpress or Temu or someplace like that. Probably. If not, it would have probably came from maybe Live Love Posh. Oh yeah, this came from that's definitely AliExpress. So y'all, I have really overexerted myself. Normally I would get enough sleep. I'd go to bed early so I could be well rested for the drive to Ocean City. But this time I wanted to journal. I was being childish, all right? I knew that I had to get up at 8 a.m. and I was off Wednesday. I didn't have to go walking. I just did my housework and showered and took care of things and packed and helped Gary pack. You got to help him get situated. And so it's a lot of stress because you got to make sure that everything is legit. And it's not real stressful because we've done it so many times and most of our bags stay packed. You know, really, most of our bags stay packed. And we just wear what we have on and just go. I don't bring extra clothes. What the same thing I wore there is the same thing I'm going to wear back. And usually we don't go out to, places, we'll go out to a restaurant, go to the dough roller on our way home. But I do, guys. I wear that one outfit and I have free laundry. So I wash my clothes and stuff like that. If I need to wash them, just go and wash them. But I'm not packing a whole bunch of stuff. Most of everything that's in my blue bag, y'all have seen it before because I gave y'all a look. It's right around there on the back of my bed. But I have those two big storage bags. I have a beach bag and I have a bag with all my stuff in it, all my journaling stuff, all of the personal needs and hygienes and everything, bathrobes, loungewear, nightgowns. I filled up because y'all remember the last time I came and I had the wrong nightgown on. That was a funny story. Well, that situation will never happen again. So I've got plenty of stuff. I went and bought a whole bunch of loungewear stuff, and so I can change up my loungewear pretty good. But look at her. So that incident won't happen again. I love that. I did that when I printed it and then put it on sticker paper. So yeah, so that's why I just grabbed my two bags, my beach bag and my hotel bag, and then the food bag, what do you call it? That big old red thing that I have. Where's it? I'm at. There it is. Big old cooler that you can wear on your shoulder. And that's it. That's all I carry. So, but I try to help Gary get his situation together because he forgets things. And then it's a problem. That's a nice little outfit. And I just didn't go to sleep. I stayed up till 3:30 in the morning or 3 o'clock in the morning. I was up journaling and decorating a journal. Now, wasn't that stupid? Knowing that I had to get up at 8, so I ended up getting up at 9. We left at 10, and then we went shopping. And then when I came here, my eyes were swollen and puffy. I had edema all through my entire body. I was so swollen. And there was nothing I could do but sleep. And then we had an incident that occurred, and I wasn't able to get to bed until like 4 that morning because we had to drive all the way back to home, which was a total of 6 hours 5. It took us about 2 hours to go back home, and then about 2.5 hours to come back to Ocean City. So we had a very unfortunate mishap, but we handled it, and then we continued on as if nothing had happened. So this is another journal, one of those old dollar store journals. And so this is the reason Family Guy is on because there is nothing else. I am not a fan of Family Guy. I like The Simpsons though, and Bob's Burgers is okay. But so this is just plain old journal, So we've got a lot going on here. But this is the book that I'm going to keep. This book here is the one that I'm going to get rid of, and it'll be just that. You'll have your scriptures, you have your prayer journal, and then you have your whatever journal, like whatever you feel like, your general journal. But this one right here, when I'm done with this, I will probably trash it because I will never read this. I will never sit down and read what I did in 2024 or 2020, 2019, 2021. I will never, you know, but once this is done, I'm going to be through with that book and just keep everything in the Traveler's Notebook. So, anyway, and I can be done real quick because I can go through a journal. And this I've showed you guys before. This is just highlights. You have a play pad. This is like if I'm feeling like I want to be childish. You know, I have these puzzles and surf puzzles. This is all beach related highlights. Y'all remember highlights when we were a kid. And I can't film too long, so I'm not going to go through anymore. And this is just a packet of a whole bunch of miscellaneous stickers from Black Mountain Plans and from Amazon, and just a whole bunch of miscellaneous stickers just so I can have fun, you know, decorating. And when I need, and here's some quotes in here. So you got a combination of everything I would need. There should be some boxes in here as well. Maybe even some days of the week and some washi strips. So this is really good. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use Dollar Tree notebooks to put in here. Because, you know, let me see. Yeah. These right here. You can just get these for $1.25. And they're the perfect fit. These are what I would call a B6 Slim. That's be the closest. And I can just get a bunch of these, decorate them any old kind of way, and be done with it. So yeah, I do have more stickers than I need. And then in here is just a bunch of cheap Dollar Tree markers. So that way I can be able to color, and some brush lettering. So it's all just cheap pens, some big pens because I like the really bold. So that's that. Oops, sorry. And in here is just some stencils if I want to draw a box, if I want to draw a circle. And then here is just a whole bunch of washi tape and a keychain. I don't know why I got that keychain in there. But paper clip, a washi cutter, and just a whole bunch of washi that would, you know. Okay. And then in here we just have a pack of cards and some little journal notes and stuff like that. So that's it, guys. That is it. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here and try to enjoy this beautiful breeze. All right, guys. I'll see you. Thanks for being here. I love you all. Bye.